God is building a temple in heaven. God is building a temple in heaven. And we are the temple of God. And God is doing this work in and through us where we'll share in His glory. But what does it take to partake in this building, in this temple, to have rewards, to have this place that He's went to prepare for us? 1 Corinthians 3, verses 10, beginning in verse 10, going through 13, according to the grace of God, which was given to me as a wise master builder, I laid a foundation, and another is building upon it. But let each man be careful how he builds upon it, building upon this temple of God, Christ being the chief cornerstone, the apostles being the foundation, and now we're being added to this temple of God. Verse 11, for no man can lay a foundation other than the one which is laid, which is Yeshua the Messiah. Christ Himself is this foundation. Verse 12, now if any man builds upon the foundation, if we are building upon this temple of God, if we have to build upon this foundation, which is Christ Himself. Now, if any man builds upon the foundation with gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, and straw, each man's work will become evident. Upon this building here, gold, silver, precious stones represent heavenly things, things of value. Wood, hay, and straw are temporary. Each man's work will become evident, for the day will show it, because it is to be revealed with fire, and the fire itself will test the quality of each man's work. If any man's work which he builds upon it remains, he shall receive a reward. If you want to have this reward in heaven, you have to have these things of eternal value. And the things of eternal value come from God being worked through us, through the Holy Spirit. These things are spiritual. God's building a temple in heaven. We have to build upon it with heavenly things. This has to come from heaven. These heavenly things have to come from God to us. If any man's work which he has built upon it remains, he shall receive a reward. If any man's work is burned up, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved. Yet so as through fire. So this work we're doing, so many people are doing so many things. But what is going to last? It's going to be tested by fire. What is going to last? What's the difference here? What's the difference between the gold, silver, and precious stones and the wood, hay, and stubble? It's the things that have value in heaven. We're building upon this heavenly temple. And God is going to test it with fire. He's going to find out what came from heaven. What He did in and through us through the Holy Spirit. That's what's eternal. That's what has value. Because look at here in John 3, beginning in verse 11. Truly, truly, I say to you, the Lord's speaking here about the same type of thing that I'm trying to show you. Truly, truly, I say to you, we speak that which we know, and bear witness of that which we have seen. And you do not receive our witness. If I told you earthly things, hay, wood, and stubble, if I told you earthly things, and you do not believe, how shall you believe if I tell you heavenly things? One's earthly, one's heavenly, one's of the flesh, one's of the spirit, one's of the darkness, one's of the light, one's of the earth, one's of heaven. If I told you earthly things and you do not believe, how shall you believe if I tell you heavenly things? Listen here, verse 13. And no one has ascended into heaven, but he who descended from heaven, even the Son of Man. What is coming down to us, through us, from God is what has eternal value. Anything going up, anything of value that's lasting for eternity is what came from heaven. Spiritual things, the darkness, the flesh, the world. It's not going. It's going to be a new kingdom and a new earth. And then look at this. Hebrews chapter 9, verses 13 and 14. If the blood of goats and bulls and the ashes of a heifer sprinkling those who have been defiled sanctify for the cleansing of the flesh, how much more will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without blemish to God, cleanse your conscience from dead works to serve the living God. So many people are doing things in their mind, in their flesh, with their own desires. So many people do things, these YouTube Christian videos and stuff. They're all out making money. They're all selling books, tapes, making money from YouTube. I don't take money from YouTube. Everything's for them. Everything's for now. It's going to be tested by fire. The only things that are going to last is what was done in and through us. And these we need to do what? Cleanse your conscience from dead works to serve a living God. How do you serve a living God? By having a living Holy Spirit moving through you. You receive the Holy Spirit and he moves through you and he does the work and the will of God. And we get a reward for that because that's what's eternal. That's what's in the temple, which is in heaven.